Newlook takes you beyond the 5250 green screen, leveraging existing IBM applications while removing the outdated look and feel that is unintuitive, unfamiliar to new users, and often hard to navigate. You need to be able to leverage modern functions and controls without throwing out your time and tested applications and the platform's advantages. Modernization is much more than changing green on black for grey on white. Why should you settle for just a change in colours and a couple of clickable items and a banner when even the out-of-the-box recognition can be as good as this? Grids, combos, date controls, radio buttons, menus, hyperlinks and many more are recognised out of the box with Look Software's dynamic recognition engine. We say our software is dynamic, and our definition is we build screens to this quality out of the box. And if your screen changes, the rules and recognitions will deal with that automatically, keeping you focused on delivering solutions and not dealing with double maintenance. The engine is built for IBM applications and can be tuned to work with the rules of your system, reducing efforts to deliver a base system from weeks to possibly just hours. Why is dynamic recognition so important? Well, most users spend 80% of their time, or more, in 20% of the application's user interface. Dynamic recognition should give you a great UI across the entire system, allowing you to focus your time and effort not on adding date combos and checkboxes, but adding functionality that makes the users more productive, integrated, with workflow enhancements that affect the bottom line from day one. Applications will also be much easier to train the users on, often bringing dramatic savings. The system you see here is live and in use today. It leverages dynamic recognition to cover many of its 10,000, yes 10,000 screens, and has been enhanced in key areas. Modern sign-on screens with new user help, password assist, training and company information. A menu, yes that's a 5250 screen, but it looks great and it helps users get quickly to their common tasks. The application screen here is a mix of splitting busy screens into 2 tabs and adding 5 more 5250 screens as other tabs, plus 2 more options, one for mapping, here using Google Maps based on the 5250 data, and one for documents, which is an extra function not available in the 5250 application. All this built in the Newlook IDE, a focused, easy to use drag and drop toolset with designers, powerful rules, logic, debugging, global settings and testing for smart, thin and mobile projects. We put years of love into this to ensure that you have the deep functionality to achieve your goals whilst it's productive and simple to use. Integration is easy. It's about making people's life easier. We don't want you just to give your users a great UI. We want to give you the tools to delight your users and directly affect your profitability. Take the data and give it to them in the form they want, where they want it. This can be as simple as taking data from the screen or file and creating a dynamic Excel document. You may need to use IBM I, desktop and web applications together to perform your job. Gone are the days of Alt-Tab and cut and paste, rekeying of data which loses time and creates errors. In the 21st century, your users need a 21st century interface to their systems. If your users spend their day in Outlook, Notes, SharePoint or other portals and applications, we will surface your IBM I applications there too. Great integration works both ways. With access to data from 5250, open access, IBM I APIs, RPG programs via RPC, applications via web services and any database, DB2, SQL, Oracle and many more, wherever you have the data, you can integrate it. Integration does not stop at the desktop either. You want to use native or web mapping, calling, mail, SMS, Skype, the camera, barcodes, you got it. You want turn-by-turn navigation from your current location to the customer's office using the address in your existing IBM I system? You got it. So, from Acrobat to Zip and everything in between, we've got your needs covered. Modernization today is about putting applications and data where they are useful to a company. Gone are the days when the PC was the only device for your users. Your systems can work where they are most productive for your users. On desktop using Smart Client or Rich Client technologies, Inside Outlook, Lotus Notes, or pretty much any portal technology. On tablets using iOS, Android or Windows Surface. On smartphones using Android, iOS, Windows, BlackBerry and many more. With support not just for the most modern devices but compatible with many older devices too, as we've been doing this since 2005. Easily modernize applications to work on the desktop, tablet and smartphone using the same toolset. Effort to do this is vastly reduced as we provide the elements of the UI in the correct form for the correct device. Here you see an out-of-the-box IBM I menu on the desktop browser, the same screen here shown for the tablet and for the smartphone. We're optimizing for the device, the form factor and for touch. We lead the field in not just making IBM I applications fit on these devices, but making them look and feel as they were built and optimized for the device. All of this without the need to learn or use HTML, CSS and JavaScript, although the solutions are extensible should you have these skills. Your IBM I applications on the right device with an optimal user interface for your users.